The former MDOC commissioner stood in court wearing an orange jumpsuit and shackles, much like the inmates he had supervised for so many years. He told the federal judge he was sorry for his actions, but the judge didn't seem sympathetic, handing down a very stiff sentence in what he referred to as one of the worst public corruption cases in state history.
19 years, 7 months for the former prison chief that had served under 4 different governors. He told the judge, "I accept my responsibility, and I can't say enough how sorry I am."
You know, he regrets it every day. We've talked about it. We've talked about it in many different settings, and I honestly believe that he feels bad that he betrayed the people of Mississippi. He betrayed the people who put a lot of trust in him.
Federal agents revealed that Epps had collected $1.4 million in bribes for steering $800 million in prison contracts. The feds recommended Epps get 13 years in prison based on his level of cooperation. FBI agent Ty Breedlove told the judge, "We have squeezed all the blood out of this turnip." And Epps was like the, quote, the Rosetta Stone of public corruption for what he had taught agents about the corruption case. Breedlove revealed at least 6 or 7 others are being looked at now for possible prosecution.
My client has cooperated, made tapes, video, money, whatever. And there are several that have not been prosecuted. You don't know of some of them. You know of a couple that he may or may not be called on to testify.
But the judge questioned whether Epps was arrogant about the level of influence he held over state lawmakers, referring to himself in federal wiretaps as being the tallest hog at the trough. He also questioned whether Epps had learned his lesson after being busted for breaking into the home he had forfeited to federal agents. The reason he was already in custody when the federal judge said he will stay behind bars for a long time.
Epps could have that sentence reduced. The feds could ask the judge based on how well he testifies in upcoming trials. Right now, he's under what's called administrative segregation behind bars because he is now serving time with some of the very inmates he once supervised. Live at federal court, Scott Simmons, 16 WAPT News.